The Russian expansion continues as Iran and China back Vladimir Putin, and Poland continues to push the European Union to stand up to Moscow. There's absolutely no unity inside the European Union. We already have Germany's dodgy dealings with Putin, especially when it comes to gas and everything else. Poland and some of the good countries are trying to force the European Commission to stand up to Moscow. And now we have the triangle of evil being back: Iran, China and Russia. Now, Chinese imperialism expanding around the world. Russia's imperialism when it comes to the Eastern European side and the Middle East, Syria and Lebanon interfering, stirring all the chaos. And the Iranian Supreme Leader who's sending nice messages to his bestie, Putin. And we can't really, at this point, rely on your traditional foreign policy from the West. Americans messed up a lot. The Brits messed up a lot in the 20th century. And now the European Union, not really sure what's going on there. I spoke with Daniel Hamilton, the political consultant and expert on this issue. And this is what he had to say. One point is the UK is right now leading this movement when it comes to the continent. And but they told us that with Brexit we're going to be so isolated we can't really have any influence, and it seems like we're still pushing the EU to cooperate anyway. So what's happening there? I mean, is the European Union going to be obviously hopefully when it comes to this strong enough, or are they just going to be doing gimmicky stuff as usual?
Well, the European Union is deeply divided on this issue. There are some genuinely fantastic countries that speak up time and time again for the cause of freedom inside Europe and against Russia. Poland is a great example of that, and the Baltic countries are great examples of that. The reason? They know what occupation means, and they know what losing your freedom means. Yeah. Sadly, Germany has been extremely unhelpful in recent times. We have unsubstantiated rumours that only yesterday evening, planes that took off from the UK with defensive equipment to be sent to Ukraine were not allowed to use German airspace to get that equipment there.
That's embarrassing.
That is an abdication of responsibility on the part of Germany. But fundamentally, looking at the UK, we've got a lot to be proud of at the moment in terms of our foreign policy. There were lots of naysayers that said when we left the European Union, we'd no longer have any influence. We'd no longer have any ability to have a diplomatic role in Europe or indeed the world. We are leading the agenda when it comes to protecting Ukraine. We are leading the agenda when it comes to guaranteeing peace on the ground in Bosnia and Herzegovina and holding back a potential for conflict there. Yeah. We lead the agenda in terms of protecting the people of Kosovo, who we, with the Americans, liberated from tyranny at the end of the last century. And we're putting in place the right kind of legislation here in the UK to mean that those people that steal money, abuse human rights, plunder their national treasuries, will not find the UK a safe haven anymore. And we are an engaged country, and we can be damn proud of what we're doing at the moment in the field of foreign policy.
That's absolutely spot on. And I want to say massive thank you to Dan coming on the show. If you want to watch the full interview that we did on the website that we have on the myotc.co.uk, then check out the link in the description. Definitely watch the full interview, which should be out now actually. So definitely check it out. And also, Dan is right in terms of the way the Ramonas and the lefties warned us that Brexit means that we are going to be isolated, and in reality, it's actually us trying to wake the rest of the European Union up, saying, guys, there is a threat. And there are other problems as well. It's not just your Russias and Chinas or Irans. There is also a different threat from the classic, the lefty globalist elites who are trying to completely control the world and centralize economic policies and everything else like that. So we need to call it out, and we need to make sure that we stand up to human rights inside this country and across the world. Thanks again for watching. I'm myotc, and we are the media.